call her up to say I'm in town. I get a notion.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're decorating dough bowls for spring, so I hope you'll stick around for the fun. It's not boring. I'm going to be styling 2 dough bowls for you in 10 different ways. I have this white dough bowl. It's kind of a medium-sized dough bowl. And then I also have this stained wood dough bowl, which is the larger of the 2. Both of these are from Amazon, and I will link them in the description box below for you. Now, both of my bowls are fairly shallow. This larger one even is only 3 inches deep from the top of the ledge to the bottom, which, considering the size of this, is still fairly shallow. A lot of dough bowls of this size tend to be 4 inches, 5 inches, or even deeper. Depending on how you're styling your dough bowls, there are pros and cons to having a deep bowl versus a shallow bowl, or a shallow bowl versus a deep bowl, and I will talk more about that later. The wonderful thing about dough bowls is that they have a rough beauty to them, which is part of their charm. However, because of that, you're going to have an uneven surface at the bottom, which you have to take into consideration whenever you're styling them. For example, if you're styling your bowl with just some decorative orbs like this, or maybe some pumpkins or pine cones or ornaments, it's not really going to make a difference if those items fall over. There's no worry about the mean level. But if you are styling items that need to stand up straight, you are going to want to consider how to remedy that and provide a level surface. Now, for a deeper bowl, you could invest in a pedestal riser that just sits flat at the bottom of the bowl. But for my bowl, which is only 3 inches deep, I just have this piece of wood. A piece of scrap wood would work fine. This one is about 12 or 13 inches long by 7 inches wide, and that will just sit at the bottom of the bowl and provide a nice level surface for our items. This is an example of when a pedestal riser in a deeper bowl would come in handy, because I could tuck the light box under the pedestal. But we'll cover that up in a minute. I love my book stack. I will try to link it below for you. It is real books with blank pages, so I love that about it. My mom always said, paint covers a multitude of sins, and I think about that when I'm decorating, because greenery covers a multitude of sins. So we're going to just hide that box, that light box, with some greenery, and I'm going to plop this little dried flower on there as well. Now, I like flowers. If you don't, just add more greenery and balance it out on the other side. And then these wooden candlesticks I purchased from a local decor shop to me very recently. So I could just leave this as is, but I wanted to make it look a little more Easter-like, so I'm adding this cute little bunny. Now, this is the same greenery as I used in the dough bowl previously. I clipped pieces off of a larger piece. You'll see that I really like this greenery for spring because I use it several times. It's from Hobby Lobby, and I will link it below. And these wood slices are popping up again. If you've watched my tier tray videos, you know I use those a lot. They're from the wedding section in Hobby Lobby. You can get a whole bag of wood slices in different sizes for only $5 and $3 on sale. The sign says carrot patch, so what would be a carrot patch without carrots? Adding tall candlesticks behind a dough bowl makes a more formal vignette, so here I have them offset in this first look, which would generally go best on a hutch or a buffet, preferably with something on the right side to balance it out, and I'll show you the second look in just a second. Speaking of a more formal look, you could remove the sign and add some little flowers. These were just some I found around the house, and I wish I had one more for the other side. Believe me, I looked, and the closest I could come was this sweet little yellow flower, so that's gonna have to do. If you are not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do. Now I'm moving the candles to the back. I think this look would look best on a coffee table, and as you can see, for the fun of it, I added some greenery wreaths.
If I told you that I don't know where I'm going, don't know what to say, but I go without knowing. If I told you that I don't know what to believe in, don't know how to pray, but I pray anyway. Tell me you're the one for me now, 'cause what am I supposed to do?
This dough bowl style could work for everyday decor as well, and you could replace the nest with a candle or a mini cloche with perhaps a candle under it, or a decorative sphere if you prefer. I did decide to go ahead and add this sweet little bird from Hobby Lobby. It's from their spring section this year. They also have blue ones and white ones, and I had such a hard time making up my mind which one or ones I wanted. So I ended up coming home with a green one and a white one, and now I wish I would not have left the blue one behind. I mean, they were only a little over $2. Moving on to the next dough bowl, I'm going to be using this set of candles that I picked up from HomeGoods last week. They were $17 for the set, and they are made of real wax. And as you can see, they come with a remote, and they say they have a rolling flame, and I just think it's beautiful.
If you are not the one for me, then tell me now what I could do. Tell me you're the one for me now. I pray that you believe it too. That you're the only one for me, and I'm the only one for you. If I wrote you a song, if I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper.
And then I'm just adding this cross. The white on the cross kind of balances out the white on the opposite side, and that finishes the look. Sometimes you may not want to hide the rough beauty of the bottom of the dough bowl under a riser or a piece of wood. And so in this case, I'm just using more of those little wood slices. So this is an advantage of having a more shallow dough bowl, because you can set your items right down in it and not worry about them looking like they're drowning. I ran across this the other day. It says handmade by Eva Benning, and she was an older lady I knew many years ago. I'm sure she's long since passed, but I did not even know I still had it. She gave it to me as a wedding present. This is what the greenery bush looked like before I took a wire cutters to it in the previous dough bowls. And again, I will link that greenery below. It's kind of heart-shaped, and it also has little white flowers in it. So I just love that this year. Beads add so much visual interest and movement, and if you watched any of my tier tray videos, you know I love beads. And I did decide to change out the nest on the end for an even smaller one because I just thought it would fit better. The blue vase with the floral arrangement was an item I showed in a haul recently. It came from Hobby Lobby, and it did come with the floral arrangement in the vase already. Once again, I'm using the light up house that I showed you in the very first style dough bowl, and this time I'm going to add some hydrangeas to it. I love hydrangeas for spring.
Look out, here she comes.
If you're enjoying this video, I'd love it if you'd give me a big thumbs up by clicking the like button. Thank you so much for doing that. My channel is all about home decor and homemaking. I love to bake cookies. As a matter of fact, I have some cookie recipes I've shared in the shorts section recently, so be sure and check those out if you're interested. And if you have not already, I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave.
'Cause I hope that I'm not showing how I feel for her, but she won't feel the same for me. I've got this picture in my mind. It's just the two of us, just the two of us. But I know I have to try to let her go, because she won't be mine. I listen when she talks, I watch her when she walks. She's giving me these feelings that I've never felt before.
This hurricane glass candle holder, I found at Hobby Lobby, but not by the candles. They had the large and the really small ones. And then just as I had pretty much given up on the idea, I happened to go over to the wedding section and I found these medium-sized ones, and it was just perfect. So once again, I'm going to tell you, don't forget to check the wedding section. It's not just for people getting married, and you never know what you're going to find.
It's like she stole my heart without knowing she did. But I guess that it will pass. Yeah, I can't be the only one who got lost inside the blue of those eyes. I've gotta let her go. I know it won't be easy. I wanna hold her close, but I have to try as hard as I can. 'Cause she'll never be.
I'm just adding a little baby's breath to the greenery. I think that's baby breath, those little white flowers. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then I found this bunny from the at-home store last year for Easter. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have performed surgery on this guy's ear a couple times now with a toothpick and some hot glue, and it never quite seems to work out right, but I think he's still adorable. Any suggestions on how to permanently fix his left ear would be greatly appreciated. I was tempted to stick with all neutral colors for this dough bowl, but my love for color won out, and so in the end I went with just one sprig of purple on each side of the bunny. Tulips symbolize rebirth because they wait underground all winter and then reemerge in spring. So I thought it would be just neat to make a really simple dough bowl for Easter with items that represented hope and life, the nest being life and the flowers and the sign being hope. And that's really what Easter is all about anyway. Let me tell you, I had so much fun making this video that I'm thinking about doing an everyday decor dough bowl video at some point soon. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in watching, I'd love it if you would let me know in the comment box. And I'd also love to know which of the dough bowl styles was your favorite. So if this video gave you some inspiration or maybe even got you excited for spring, I'd love it if you'd hit the like button. That really helps my video get pushed out to more people and helps my channel. So thank you for doing that. And I have so many more spring decorating videos coming up. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider doing so because I want to see you in those as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, stay thankful.